Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your monthly reading for the month of August. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading could play out at any point in time throughout the month of August. This reading may or may not be for you. I could be speaking to you or to a cross watcher, so swap around the energies, Sagittarius, and don't cram yourself into a reading that's not meant for you. Keep in mind, this is also for any major Sagittarius placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If this reading does not resonate, feel free to check your other placements and signs. Let's jump in, Sag, and let's see what kind of a message Spirit has in store for you for the month of August. We're going to start off today by using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. So I'm going to pull your current energies, a message from your higher self, near future energies, what's hidden below the surface, a potential overall outcome, and then we'll get some crystal stone deck messages. So I just got the deck. What do we got here? Got some big changes on the horizon. Something about a service-based mission. I don't think you've really accepted this leadership position or stepped in to your service-based mission. There's been resistance to your mission, your spiritual mission. So there might be some kind of tower, some big changes coming in order to get you to focus on your mission. Chop wood, carry water. We all kind of got to do our part when it comes to raising the collective vibration and the vibration of Mother Earth. So get ready for some changes, Sag. This is about a mission, and I don't think you're aligned with your mission. So let's get your current energies. That might be just a message for one Sag out there, but let's get your current energies. So we get the why and the happy in reverse. So there's a need to address some relationship patterns here that have really kept you stuck when it comes to an old cycle, an old mindset, needing to allow something to come full circle. This could also be accessing some Akashic memories, Akashic records of some sort. A message from your higher self is there's some fated destined change here. Wow. And there is like this resistance to learning this lesson, closing out a cycle. And you've been thinking all up in your head, very Virgo-esque energy, blocked in the heart, blocked when it comes to some expansion. And you're here to co-create. So, fated destined change. Let's get some near future energies. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're blocking your own blessings here is kind of what I'm feeling, Sag. Clean it up in reverse. Time to go. You know it's time to close this out. It's a block to some rainbow blessings. This is not your milk and honey. And yeah, there's something needing to close out, something needed to go full circle, and you've not been willing to go. You've not been willing to go through the fogginess, the unknown, the mystery of not knowing what's on the other side of this ending. There's a new doorway opportunity, and you got to clean something up, because I think you want loyalty. I think you want loyalty, and maybe there's something unfinished with somebody from the past. You want peace in your life. But if you want peace in your life, you're going to have to break free from a connection that's not meant for you. You're really not on the same page. I think it's an illusion. You're in an illusion with somebody pretending to be on the same page as you. Really not. They're not really speaking the truth. That blue scarf is around their neck. So I don't think this is a heart-centered connection, and there's likely going to be a tower. This is like fool's gold is what I want to say. And there's that resistance to moving on from it. Fork in the road. You want peace, right? That's what you want. But I think you're holding on to something that really isn't going to bring you the peace that you wish that you had. There's a need to embrace some changes. There's going to be some change. There is a change coming here. And I think there is a loyal heart trying to come in. Overall outcome is you're ignoring this deep knowing that this is not for you. This connection is not going to go the distance. So you can resist. You can persist. You can keep going round and round and round repeating the same cycle over and over again, banging your head up against the wall and wondering why the heck I can't manifest happiness in my life, because you need to take a leap of faith in a new direction. And we don't do that by avoiding chaos and conflict. Maybe you're afraid to speak up because you don't want to create any conflict. There needs to be an exchange, something lesser for something better. But it might require healing an abandonment wound, a core abandonment wound. And it might require you leaving somebody out in the cold. So, wow. Wow. That's what's blocking your blessings. This person is blocking your blessings. And something I feel is going to come to a dead stop in order for you to understand these relationship cycles once and for all. So, let's start clarifying with the tarot. I noticed yesterday in, I think it was Libra's video, I kept saying, let's clarify with the tower. And you know what? Almost a tower has come out in every reading. But look at, you're the one blocking your own blessings. You're the one keeping your foot stuck in this wheel, Sag. Take the blinders off. Take the rose-colored glasses off. Stop and look at this situation for what it is. Because the fates are saying it's time to move forward. But you're blocking that. You're like, nope, not going to look at this. I don't want to look at it at all. I'm just going to pretend everything's fine and wear my rose-colored glasses. And that's when we kind of get ourselves into trouble. So let's clarify the why and the happy. Because I kind of feel below the surface, you're really not happy in this situation. You could be going through a dark night of the soul energy. You could be depressed. You're really dealing with somebody that doesn't have much to offer. There's nothing really to celebrate here. There's a disconnect. There's going to be a canceled engagement, a breakdown of a false foundation. You're not on the same page. You're not in unity together. Even though you might be together, you're really not really working well together. The King of Pentacles in reverse, you could be dealing with somebody that does something illegal to obtain money. Doesn't have to be. Somebody that's very materialistic. All they care about is the money, but yet they really don't have anything to offer. Appears to be stable, appears to be grounded and solid, but really ain't got a pot to piss in. And I think below the surface, I don't think you're really happy in this situation, and it's kind of time to move on, to walk through the doorway of a new abundant beginning. But you don't get that blessing, you don't get that gifty until you pack up and move in a new direction is kind of what I'm feeling. And I think an unexpected departure. So this person is a block. You could be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. But it's like an illusion of stability. There's really no stability here. And this is not a solid foundation. So let's take a look at the fates and the breathe reverse, because you need to go within. You need to listen to your intuition. Maybe you've been receiving some poor advice, but I do see yourself breaking free. I do see yourself breaking free from an old, outdated pattern and mindset. This could be you receiving bad news or you having to deliver some bad news, but I'm not interested. The spark is gone. I'm tired of pretending to be happy. I'm tired of grieving. I'm very dissatisfied, very depleted, very depressed. A prolonged period of grieving. There's definitely maybe been some third-party interference, people, places, and things. I'm no longer invested. This was a false start. And I kind of feel like, yeah, somebody's getting left out in the cold. That you will be breaking free. You will be breaking free. And something about a final nail in the coffin to get somebody to break free. I kind of feel maybe this is a connection where the two of you have gone back and forth a couple of times. And, you know, block, unblock, block, unblock. Wow, you know, it's true love when you block and unblock somebody. Definitely a trigger point there for somebody. But you need to move on. I do feel maybe there's already been some form of betrayal in this connection. And you keep going back together because it's like a trauma bond. And you really do need to move on. Because this is an illusion. This is a fantasy. This isn't real. This is unrequited love. Really not emotionally invested. really not listening to the higher guidance, ignoring the higher guidance, and holding on to something that I think, you've been guided to walk away from, it's going to be a block to your spiritual path. It's going to be a block to manifesting a beautiful new emotional experience. So let's take a look at this time to go clean it up, because it's time to go. And I think there's fear because maybe you don't know what's next. Yeah, refusing to take the guided action steps to go in a new direction. I think you've been shown another option that will lead to a lot of rainbow blessings, but you're holding on tight to an old cycle that needs to be cleaned up. Yeah, I don't want to look at it. I'm not willing to look at this. Nope, I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to block my emotions. I'm going to hold on to something that's caused me pain. I'm going to hold on to something that plays into a lack mentality, leaves me feel emotionally bankrupt. Yeah, I'm not going to take those steps. One more energy, please. And you need to take charge of a situation. That's your energy. Oh my God, that's your energy. So, King of Wands, visionary leader. Hierophant, higher level of commitment. 8 of Cups, you gotta walk away. It's time to walk away. Maybe it's time to be single for a while. I think you need to harness some masculine energy here. Or this could be somebody you're connected with, leaving a situation behind, getting ready to take action to come in with a proposal of some sort, wanting a commitment, but walking away for sure. Time to go. You kind of got to look at this. The higher power is saying it's time to look at this. It's time to accept a leadership role within the community. It's time to, commit to yourself, maybe commit to being single. It could be somebody coming in to commit to somebody very single. It could go either way. But, you got to take the rose-colored glasses off, or you might feel like you're going to have the rug pulled out from under you, and it ain't going to feel good. It's going to feel like you got the wind knocked out of you. So maybe it's time to be independent for a while. Harness that masculine energy, manifest that vision into your reality. Yeah. There's going to be some change, a change in a foundation for sure. Yeah, and there's that wheel again. It's time to move forward because somebody here is going towards love. I think feeling hopeless in a situation, needing to get honest. But let's take a look at these underlying energies. The soulmate reversed. All that glitters, to the sea, reverse. So much resistance here. 8 of Wands. This might be a heated discussion, an argument of some sort when it comes to holding on to a relationship where there is a huge disconnect. This is toxic. This is codependent. I feel a trauma bond and clinging to control, holding on, just so you have something to hold on to. I don't know. I think you need to get honest with yourself. You're dealing with somebody that really isn't commitment material. They come in, they come out, they come in, they come out, quite possibly has other women in the background, other men in the background, and you're being encouraged to turn your back on this situation. You're being encouraged to trust in your intuition, put those firm boundaries in place, go through a level of purification, and to stop holding on to something where you're not on the same page with this person. This is not your happily ever after. This is not your happy. This is not a soulmate union. It's fool's gold. You thought this was a destined connection where the divine was bringing you together, but that's not the case. You're holding on to something that I think is over. And there needs to be, some, like this coming to Jesus moment, I feel, getting honest with yourself. This coming to Jesus moment. I can't make this up. I didn't even see that. Yeah, I think you're going to be blocking somebody. I think there's going to be a lot of back and forth, passionate, heated conversation that's going to set somebody free. So you can learn this core lesson. This was rooted in a childhood pattern. It's time to really focus on doing the self-work is what I'm feeling. Maybe it's time to focus on your career. Build that solid foundation for yourself. Walk away from this because it is preventing you from manifesting stability and abundance in your life. And I think you do desire balance. I also feel a very imbalanced situation. And you've been juggling when it comes to making a decision. And I think there's going to be a fight. I think you're dealing with a master manipulator. And I think somebody here is, you know, feeling depressed, suppressed, stuck in a situation, thinking about maybe somebody else from the past. And there's going to be an unexpected shakeup. There's going to be a heated discussion. Because I think you desire peace in your life. So let's take a look at not for you, deep knowing reverse here and now. I think you've not been wanting to maybe go back to the past, that maybe there's something that needs resolution there. I think you're so like future focused. I think you're dealing with somebody that's future faked you and made you all of these promises and don't plan on following through. And I think, you know, yeah, you're in an illusion. It's an illusion of happiness, an illusion of commitment. And I think it's caused all kinds of confusion. And this is why you're not listening to your inner voice, that inner knowing. And so I think you could be dealing with somebody that's got a lot of options behind the scenes. Yeah, there could be cheating here, lying. Somebody definitely is thinking about sneaking away and going back to somebody from the past that they have a lot of regrets about. A lot of cups. I think this is emotional. I think that's why you've held on, because of the memories, the emotions. And, you know, I think there needs to be like some self-honesty about, this really isn't meant for you. This isn't meant for me. It's not balanced. I'm not getting what it is that I put into this. There's really not equal giving and receiving, maybe a lesson in reciprocity. And like I said, yeah, holding on to the memories. Holding on to the memories of the better times, trying to get that back. And I think maybe one or both of you aren't willing to talk about this. There's going to be some justice being served. I think there's been resistance. This is what I'm feeling, like an unrequited love situation. I feel like the love is gone. And once it's gone, you can't get it back. Maybe even the trust is gone. You can't get it back. And not wanting to learn this lesson. And I think a lesson in self-worth and self-value. Knowing that you always got what it takes to take care of yourself. You don't need somebody else to take care of you. I think the universe is trying to bring in a golden opportunity, Sag. But it might require you going in a new direction, turning your back on a loveless situation, because you've spent a lot of time trying to make this work. You've spent a lot of time watering a dead tree that's created all kinds of challenges, all kinds of power struggles, in a tug-of-war with somebody, playing games. It doesn't have to be that hard, and I think it's time for you to plant those seeds in a new direction, because, yeah, you're dealing with a master manipulator. They've had you under the veil of illusion, and nobody's winning here. It's time to just walk away. Walk away. That's when you win, when you walk away. I think you've been defending this connection. I think it was a false start. And I think it's time to kind of just admit defeat and to go towards a new beginning. And that's the truth. Your stability lies in getting honest with yourself. I do think you got a lot of love to give. And I think you're coming into that awareness. I also think you know it's time to move on. So let's just get a couple last messages with the Crystal Stone deck. You could be dealing with a Gemini, an earth sign, air sign. Gemini's coming through strongly. Taurus, fire. But I kind of feel like a major ending here. All you want is peace in your life, Sag. So you got to choose to walk through the doorway of this new experience. And you might need to learn to be your own mother. Mother yourself. Heal that inner child. Know your worth. Know your value. The Queen of Pentacles doesn't settle for less because she knows her worth. So I think you're in a very toxic entanglement, and maybe you've held on because of the material associations. I think the wires got crossed, and maybe it's time to clear up the channels of communication. Maybe this is more complex than you realize, and it's hard to find the right words, but I think this connection has made you feel small. Maybe it served its purpose by getting you to open up to being emotionally vulnerable, but If you're looking for somebody to parent you, well, this ain't gonna work. You need to parent yourself. You need to grow up, and you need to claim success. You need to claim success by moving this stuck energy into a new overflow of creativity, because it's like this lack of follow through, and this person keeps dragging you back when it comes to following through with your goals and moving forward. And so I feel it's like this very disconnected connection, and it was built on money, power, all the glory, all the status quo, and it's time to go into heart forward motion. This foundation is not sustainable at all, and I think maybe you're dealing with somebody that leaves for work, and maybe you've got this sinking suspicion that they're not being faithful at work. There's like this lack of transparency here. And I think maybe a revelation of these sinking suspicions coming true. So I do feel it's long past time to stop saying yes to something you need to say no to. And I also feel this is going to hurt, but it's really holding you back from your true calling. It's time to go live your best life, and I don't think there's an alternative. As scary and as terrifying as it is to walk away from something you don't want to walk away from, it's really prevented you from stepping into these good vibrations, and I think it's going to be a heavy heart month for you when it comes to this energy. I think you're dealing with somebody that whispers sweet nothings into your ears. That's the Knight of Cups. I'm going to whisper you sweet nothings. I'm going to give you all of these words of love and actually no follow through. And so I think get ready for a major breakup, a major disappointment. And I think, it's this feeling of you've been beating yourself up about this for a long time, trying to make things work, and it's just not working. And I think you got to let love rule in your life again, because I don't think there's love in this situation. It appears to be love, but it's really not love. And it's really time to address this. And I think you might be dealing with somebody that might freak out when you pull the plug. But you need to let go of this dramatic situation. This was a connection that wasn't meant to stay. It was always meant to come in and go away. And I think you've held on longer than you should. And it's time to upgrade your life. Upgrade the version of you, Sag. Upgrade the version of you. It's really time to start putting in the work on yourself. On yourself. And to embrace this existential crisis, because you can't keep wallowing out in a foundation that's not meant for you. I think you've given it all you can give. And it's time to kick this bad relationship. It's a bad friend or a bad relationship that's created all kinds of spotlights on your weaknesses, and now it's time to work on them. I think this connection came in to cast a spotlight on your weaknesses, so now you can work on them to upgrade the version of you. So deepen that intuition. Don't doubt that intuition. You've been ignoring it, and it's time to stop ignoring it. It's time to start planning for the future. You have a big decision to make. And that's what I got, Sag. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin soul reading with me, I encourage you to check out that description box below, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Thank you.